Hello everybody, happy 2016 to you. Today I want to talk about DJing with a band. I'm not talking about being the scratch DJ in a band. I'm talking about playing band breaks and things of that nature. And I'm going to talk about a couple of different scenarios that can happen. A lot of times with a wedding reception, if a client really likes the idea of having a wedding band, they'll sometimes hire a DJ as well to play those band breaks. And some bands have DJs that they just work with. I've worked with bands like this. It's pretty cool in that regard. And the reason I really like it is a band can play a lot of the classic tunes that people enjoy, even some newer ones. A band can play a Sublime song. They did last night and everyone danced. Even the people who were in the room from the R&B set I had just finished danced to Sublime. What does that tell you? People get excited about bands. With the DJ, I think they're a little more critical as to what we play. They expect a little more from us. But if a band plays something, it's a performance, more of a performance piece, so people appreciate it and kind of jam to it. But when it comes to certain kinds of music, it's better that the DJ plays it. For instance, anything contemporary R&B, anything electronic and really fast, that kind of stuff, it's best left to the DJ. So the band's playing old time rock and roll, they might be playing Pink's Raise Your Glass, things like that. Then the DJ can come on and they can do the Cupid Shuffle, they can do Jump Around, they can do Sandstorm, whatever, Stuff the band typically doesn't play, the DJ can pick up and play. Which makes the DJ the hero. I've played like that before, where I've had a better dance floor than the band had. But the band had a strong dance floor. I was able to bring more people out for certain things. But then you've got other scenarios where it's kind of like the con almost. I had this last night. I was DJing for New Year's at the casino, like I've done for the past several years. So I'm getting a rotating crowd in and out of this particular bar. I had Crystal Method upstairs, and there were a couple of other places in the casino on the property where there were things cooking. So you got people in and out. They would come in to see the band, and the band would do their set for an hour or whatever, then I would come on for an hour, and we'd alternate back and forth. The problem I was having was, because it was a alternating crowd and they had other options on the property, like Crystal Method, for example, it's kind of hard to keep the same crowd all night. You definitely got different people in and out all night. When I'm doing hour sets, like an hour here, then an hour off, and an hour here, an hour off, I compare this to pushing a stalled car. If your car is stalled, like your crowd is cold, and you start pushing them, and you start playing songs, you get them warmed up, once you get that car rolling, it's not hard to do. The initial is hard, but your momentum is what it's all about. For me anyway, when I'm DJing, period, the first part of the night is the hardest. I warm them up, I get to know them, and then I can just play to them. Now, my first set, like every year at the casino, is like a warm-up set, not much happens. Then the band comes on. My second set is strong, my third set is strong. It was definitely that way last night, but it's a lot of work. But it's cool, and the pay's good. So if you're thinking about DJing with a band, a couple things that are cool about it. If you do, typically you can run through the band's PA. You don't have to bring your own PA. Another cool thing is you're not playing all night, so you get a lot of breaks. You get a lot of time to mingle and get to know the crowd. And like I said, typically it's a pretty good paying gig. You get to compliment the band. And I think that's the key. If you're working with a band, or if you find yourself in a situation where you are working with a band, be good to them. Compliment their sets. Be helpful and make yourself valuable, because if you do that, that band's going to want to work with you and they're going to recommend you to clients in the future. So, quick vlog about DJing with bands. Pros and cons. It's mostly pro, and it's definitely an experience. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Practice and enjoy.